Welcome back to the show. A new study demonstrates that more millennials live at home with their parents now than they actually did during the Great Recession. And it's not because millennials are lazy and entitled, as some people like to suggest. Rather, it all goes back to the economy. Boombust's Bianca Fascini has more on that.
According to Pew Research, 26% of millennials live at home compared to 22% of young adults in 2007. Unsurprisingly, the recession had a serious effect on the rate of millennials moving out after high school or college. And even though the U.S. economy is rebounding, it hasn't decreased the amount of young Americans living with their parents. We can't blame the unemployment rate, which is around 5.5% and near the lowest we've seen in 7 years. And it has nothing to do with education either. The rate of young adults living at home is the same among both high school and college-educated millennials. What we can blame, yet again, is stagnant wages. As Pew Research noted, earnings for millennials are not what they used to be. In 2007, college-educated millennials made an average of $966 per week. Now it's an average of $951 a week. For those with only high school degrees, earnings are on average $500 a week compared to $527 in 2007. And as a report from the New York Fed showed earlier this year, lost wages earlier in your career can impact your earnings for the rest of your life. On top of that, there are a few other elements to consider, like our $1.2 trillion in student loan debt, or the fact that rent is rising faster than wages. But despite the economic challenges millennials face, it's more likely we'll be remembered for our difficult personalities and selfie-taking capabilities than anything else.
Nice little sarcasm there. Appreciate that. Of course, as you said, I mean, it all goes back to wages. I mean, if those wages start to tick back up, do you think we'll start to see the millennials leave those couches at their parents' place?
I think obviously it will help. When you have better wages, it of course affects what you can afford. But as I tried to touch upon towards the end of that, with student loan debt and the fact that rent is just so outrageous, even if we're making what we should be, considering where we are in the economy, we're still not going to be able to save. So even though this is bad, there are a lot of other bad things that are burning through our wallets very quickly.
Well, let's hope the wages do tick back up, because it would be a great thing for both millennials and for their parents.
Absolutely.
I'm sure. All right. Thanks, Bianca, for that.